Alright, back for round 3. We won the die roll. Let's go and take a look at our opener. Not a bad one. I think we kind of want to draw a not Inkmoth Nexus Infector in uh, this type of a hand, since super mana intensive with the vines. Okay, here we go. Kiki Jiki Twin. Alright, let me write down his hand before I forget. One sec. Since we have to get rid of the chat box. Alright, Exarch, Kiki, Bolt, Remand, Wall, Delta, Foundry. Alright, this is kind of sweet. Well, flashbacks. Now, he's very likely just going to bolt our Noble Hierarch on 1 to slow us down a little. Luckily, we have the second one, and hopefully we just draw a creature or some lands. Alright, not so bad. One really big thing about Apostle's Blessing that I miss is the fact that you could use Inkmoth Nexus to pay for it. I'm pretty fine if he remands this, since it's not really going to do anything. If he tries to like kill our guy in response, we can Vines or Mutagenic, hopefully. So, yep. Alright, so this is 4. Next turn, if all he does is try to Exarch us, we actually can kill him. Since we do have the Mutagenic growth plus the Rancor. Could have actually hit him for 6, but I like for it to be a surprise. Electrolyze here would be marginally annoying, but I'm pretty sure he's just going to go Exarch, try to tap your thing, depending on when he does it. Okay. So we'll activate it. He's going to try to tap it. We'll Vines. Just like old school. And here he's thinking, oh, I'm going to survive. I'm going to survive. Nope. Sorry, Broham. Is that 6? Here at 4. Booyah. See? Rancor's great. Alright, so he's likely to have some copies of Spellskite since he is using a Kiki Jiki type combo. So we'll bring in some Twisted Images. The Dismember doesn't seem so bad. Nature's Claim and all that stuff is not great. I think Wild Defiance is awesome. Alright, so let's see what all we're bringing in here. We got these 5 definitely coming in. I think Might of Old Crocea is a little bad in this type of a matchup. I always boarded out Might against the older versions. Slip Through Space, I don't think it's necessary. He does have Wall of Omens though, but I think I don't know. It doesn't seem that great in this matchup. So we're gonna cut those. I kind of want to bring in some Spell Pierces to fight over stuff like Electrolyze or various counter spells. Necropede does not seem very good. I suppose we could also maybe side out the Rancor. And one more card. It's unlikely he's going to leave in Remand against me since so many of my cards cost so little mana. Maybe we can cut a G-Probe since we are bringing in a bunch of things that kind of give us a little bit more... Like, we have some card drawers with Twisted Image. Our blue's going to be a little taxed, and I'm not sure how much damage I want to deal myself. He might have the ability to just go Snapcaster, bolt me out of the game if we deal ourselves too much damage. Could also maybe just cut a Mutagenic growth. I think I'm okay with that. Alright. Sand seems tight. think we'll keep it for sure. Not sure how I want to play it just yet. If he takes damage here, we're definitely not going to cast our Glistener Elf, I don't think. We're just going to play this. We're going to start playing the slower game with play our guy and protect it. I'm not super keen on trying to protect my Glistener Elf, since he does have stuff like Wall of Omens. Maybe that was a reason for me to just cast Glistener Elf and not worry about it. We do have an abundance of creatures at the moment, so not super worried. But I definitely don't want to run my Blighted Agent into a removal spell here. Now that we have 2 Spell Pierces and a Vines, I might actually wait until turn 4 to cast my guy. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm fine just battling here with this Glistener Elf. Just kind of chipping at this wall. Then next turn I'm going to play Blighted Agent with double protection, I think. Vines plus Pierce. If he goes for Electrolyze, I'm definitely just going to Spell Pierce it, I think. If he goes for Bolt, I think I just let it happen. Yeah. And again, I don't really want to play Blighted Agent there if I can help it. Alright, we do want to make sure we don't take too much damage from our stuff, though, so. Kind of hoping he goes for, like, a Cryptic Command. That'd be tight. Get the Spell Pierce that. Still hold up Vines. Spell Snare. Alright, I'm actually okay leaving this Ichor Claw Mirror vulnerable since we do have Ink Moth. Spell Snare is pretty problematic for us when we're so reliant on Blighted Agent. Snapcaster here would be pretty bad. We could have played around the combo. I actually just kind of forgot about it for a second, so luckily we didn't just die. That's great. Goes Quarter. That's medium tilt. Can maybe protect our guy with the Vines, though. If he goes Bolt, Mirror, Ghost Quarter me, I'm in a bit of trouble. Alright, let's start chipping. Alright, so with the trigger on the stack, we're going to Pendelhaven it. That way we get to eat his wall. We're probably going to use Vines on this guy since we can protect with Spell Pierce right now. It sucks a little bit, but... You still have Remand in his deck? Okay. Negate's fine. We'll Spell Pierce that, keep our Ink Moth alive. And he's not at a lot of poison, but we do have 2 threats versus his bunch of mana. He has 3 cards in hand, though, and we're kind of sitting on this dead-ish misty rainforest and now wooded foothills. Something I probably need to think about is the potential for Restoration Angel. The card could be problematic. Wonder if he's going to block again. Wonder if he's going to Resto before blocks. If he has Resto, we're just getting humped. I think we just have to let our Inkmoth Nexus die. Yeah, this is bad. Alright, maybe we do need to bring back in Rancor. since he does have so much like high toughness worth of blockers and flying blockers and the like. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna hump his wall and rely on Ichor Clawmere to just battle through every turn. But yeah, this Spell Pierce is pretty bad in this matchup compared to something like Dispel. But I think it is a necessary evil, since it is significantly better against combo decks rather than Dispel. Yeah, we're in a lot of trouble here. You can even play around Spell Pierce with a Cryptic Command, which is kind of gross. Okay. So we're dead to the combo. We may just have to board back into a get you dead as quickly as possible deck, since when we're on the play. I think Spell Pierce is still good. We probably want all 4 mutagenics. We'll figure it out though. Gonna play another Exarch or something? Path? Yeah, it's gross. And now our Missy Reinforce is actual dead. I do find it weird that he didn't get a Sacred Foundry. Man, our draws are pretty grossly bad here. But, I mean, that's the deck, you know. Sometimes you just draw too many mana sources. Decks like Jeskai, no matter how they're built, as long as they have removal and, yeah, okay. We'll just scoop this one up. Like, we have to make sure our Spell Piercers are good. In that game, we did not do that. Yeah, so maybe we just try to dead him real fast. Maybe these G-Probes can get out. I think Vines is necessary. And we don't want mutagenics, we just want a bunch of mites. So have to cut 3. Wall Defiance, I think, might be too good to get rid of. It is a little slow, though. But it does protect all our guys from Bolt. Maybe we just don't worry about Twisted Image. Yeah, YOLO. Whatever. I know this configuration is definitely not correct. Alright, if we had a Glistener Elf in this hand, I might actually keep with the double probe, but we're going to pitch it. Well, this hand is keepable for 6, but not great unless we have a green on top. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, well, we'll take a look and figure out which creature we want to play first. Staticaster Path to Serum. Alright, well, this one might be a toughie. We're going to lead with Glistener Elf and hope that he... Let's see what he say. Can you not look at my hand, dude? That's rude. Sorry, broski. I'm hoping he just, like, snaps off a Path to Exile. That'd be tight. Then we get to go Nexus Noble. Is he doing it? Yep. Yeah, we'll go get a forest, brah. See, we went from 0 green to, well, 3 green real fast. Alright, well, if we draw a 4 pumper, he's actually just dead. Preferably vines. Alright. Probably should have just played Vines to deal him 6. Um, Bolt. I think I actually just let that resolve. I could have saved it, but this is much more important, I think. So, if he just goes main phase Staticaster Noble, he's dead to any pump spell, which is nice. Come on. Now, if he targets the Nexus, we actually have to, yeah. So we're actually going to miss a little bit of damage here, unfortunately. Since we... Yeah, okay. Yeah. So we're only going to hit him for 4, and we're kind of in the same position we were. We're flooding a bit, and Staticaster is a card that's pretty tough to beat, honestly. I'm expecting him to just main phase kill Noble Hierarch. And he's shocked. So we are basically dead. Pia and Karan. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I think we sighted out Slip Through Space also. Alright, we're just going to give this one up. That was not great. Yeah, so we had like 2 windows to just kill him with one of these 4 pumpers there, which is a little annoying, but other than that, I mean, his draw was very good. Just like Path into Serum Bolt into Staticaster into Pia. That's not a draw that Infect's really going to be able to beat too often, and the fact that we had like 2 windows to beat it was pretty great. But I mean, as you can see, like that was just a very hateful draw. This is his turn 4. That's his turn 4. It's tough to beat. And you know, we didn't have these 3 cards. If we had these 3 cards, he probably would have lost. Anyway, that is that. We'll be back with another match here in just a few. We'll be right back.